Hey neighbor, I'm Greg with growhouse.com. Today we're going to show you our new plant facility we got coming along. We've been working on this for over a year. It's coming together and we hope by the 1st of September to be in full production. But I'm going to give you a walkthrough today showing you our new greenhouse and some of our growing systems there. I think you'll find this really interesting. So this right here is what we call a transplant house. This house right here is specifically designed to grow things in the deep, deep south here. This greenhouse is 35 foot wide, and this particular one is 150 foot long. Now the standard width is 35 on all of them, but you can get these things as long as 400 feet. But this one, our first greenhouse, is 150 feet. What is great about this one is we can control the air circulation. So there's a lot of different kind of greenhouses out there, these permanent structures with these cooling systems. I mean, you can get it as elaborate as your imagination can go there. But this one works really good because it's not that complicated, but it works here in the deep south because here where we live in South Georgia, heat is more of an issue than trying to keep the greenhouse warm. So if you'll notice here on the side here, we have these curtains. And the good thing about these curtains is it allows air circulation. These curtains will automatically drop all the way to the bottom and leaving this whole side exposed, or they will raise up automatically, believe it or not, according to the temperature. So that makes it real good. Wonderful thing about this system here is the automation in it. You know, this day and time, the only way you can really survive is to have as much automation as possible. And when we're growing as many plugs as we're going to be growing in here, it's going to make our life a lot easier to be able to manage it. So we have this house set up on what we call the T-rail system. Now you can set them up different ways. The reason we did it on a T-rail system because the majority of the flats we're going to be using is these Prop Tech, or nowadays they're called Blackmore trays. These is the standard tray for a commercial grower. These things are a little bit bigger than a 1020, but they're made so they last a long time and they do a great job growing plugs. So we set this house up so we would accommodate those. As you can see here, each side of these T-rails here will accommodate 14 different trays. Now this house, being 150 foot long, will hold approximately 1,800 flats or trays of this right here. This particular one is the 162, which is the most popular one. And at that, we can grow about 300,000 plugs in this greenhouse at the same time. Although we can manually water with this greenhouse, that's not our intention. That's the reason we got this automated irrigation system called a Cherry Creek system right here. And what this allows for us to do is we can preset this timer right here so it'll water on a regular schedule and it'll water automatically. So this boom will go all the way to the end and then come all the way back, and we can set it to stop or start anywhere we want to by magnets up there at the top on the top rail right here, which makes it really nice if you don't have a full greenhouse. You can actually just water what you want to water, and you don't have to be here, although we'll check it periodically to make sure everything's working properly. But we can set this thing up to water 2 to 3 to 4 times a day, even every 15 minutes if we need to run back and forth. And we have these flood nozzles on here, and the great thing about that is all the water is consistent. Every piece of this greenhouse gets the same amount of water. That way we don't have dry spots in our cells of plants, we don't have wet spots. It's all very consistent, and that's important when we're trying to grow good, consistent plugs. And on the back side here, we have another boom on each one of them, and that is to apply insecticides and fungicides. We have different tips back here so it don't put out near as much, but we can automate that as well, and we can time this timer here, and we have this tank over here that we can pre-mix our insecticides and our fungicides in, and we can put that through here and spray out here. So there's no manually spraying here, that's all done automatically. This tank here is used for two different things. We put our insecticides and our fungicides in here to spray, but also we use this to mix up our fertilizers and inject through our irrigation system. So we can mix up any type of water-soluble fertilizer in this tank here and put out through our irrigation system. There again, it's exactly put out. Every plant gets the same amount. Well, as I mentioned, here in South Georgia, heat is a major issue for us, and that's one thing we have to do is really concentrate on ventilation. As you see up here, we have these two, and I call these exhaust fans. We got one in the front, we got another one in the back side of the greenhouse. The one on the back side of the greenhouse has got a fan. So what happens then, and this is automatically, folks, We're going to have Wi-Fi hooked up out here. We have an app on our phone, and we can set the parameters. When this greenhouse gets to a certain temperature, these louvers automatically open up and the fan comes on and it starts drawing air through here. And the reason is to try to cool it down some. That same system operates our curtains on the side. So we can set it, if it gets to a certain temperature, to start cutting that up and those curtains start raising, or lowering if it gets hot. And as the temperature gets hotter, these fans come on and it pulls the air in here and hopefully cools the greenhouse down some.
So what we got here is two pieces of technology, the Vent Boss and the Climate Boss from Bartlett, and we're currently installing Wi-Fi to be able to control these to allow us to adjust the temperature and control the humidity within the greenhouse through our mobile device.
Well, it is a greenhouse and we do need supplemental heat because we do get some cold days, and we want to be able to use this greenhouse 365 days a year. So we've got one of these heaters right here at each end of the greenhouse here, and these are some monster heaters right here. Now they work off LP gas or natural gas. You can set them up either way. These particular ones we set up on natural gas because our city furnishes utilities to this location here, and natural gas is cheaper for us to buy than propane is. So it'll save us a little bit on heat costs. But these systems right here are hooked in to that Climate Boss up there, so we can preset the temperatures there. And if we've got a temperature set, say at 50 degrees, inside that greenhouse, when it gets to that temperature there, these heaters here will automatically cut on till it gets above that temperature and then cut off. So we can control all this remotely with the phone app as well, and automatically. The greenhouse is also equipped with fans inside of it. There are 6 of these fans inside here, and we can cut these on, and this is strictly for air circulation inside the greenhouse. Humidity causes disease, and if we can keep the airflow moving, we can lower our humidity, and this is a great benefit right here to try to keep the air moving, keeping the temperature down some, but the main thing is keeping the humidity down some inside the greenhouse. So this is kind of a cool feature right here. These 2 fans, there's one at each end of the house, actually blows air in between 2 layers of poly. So the top of here is not 1, but 2 layers of poly, and there's a void in the middle of it there, and these fans continuously blow air there. So it's kind of like a bouncy house. It blows up, and we're using that air that's inside of that void there for insulation. That helps us not a lot on these hot days, but also helps when it gets cold as an insulation layer there. So we got 2 layers of poly instead of 1, and we're blowing the air in between there. We're really proud of this right here. We hope we'll be able to grow some good quality plugs for you guys, and we're real close to being full operation. We still got some potting equipment that we've got to come in that we're going to put underneath the shelter up here to help us automate the actually potting and the seeding process here. But this right here is going to be our growing greenhouse where we'll grow those strawberry, those vegetables, hopefully some herb, and maybe some cut flower plugs, everything you can imagine we should be able to grow in here. And in the next few years, we hope we can supply you with some great quality plugs.